Hey, this is Brandon with RPG Overviews, and I have a Pay What You Want supplement to show you today. It's called Hillwood Character Creation Guide, a guide for creating zero-level characters in Hillwood, compatible with DCC RPG. As you may know, I'm a big fan of DCC RPG, and this is going to be a neat way for you to create a character in this setting. So it says that it's designed for creating a zero-level character from Hillwood Camp for the Stenard setting. Stenard is a DCC RPG compatible campaign setting. It's not a complete rule set. It's going to just help you make your character. Now, that's the thing about DCC RPG. It seems like whenever you're introduced to it, you're playing one of the funnel adventures. Maybe you play a first level adventure, but there's not like an actual setting lots of times. Now, granted, there are some that have been made, but it seems like the introduction is usually those adventures. So if you want to have a setting that's a backdrop for these adventures, you can use this. So it's going to tell you what life is like in Hillwood. You're 18. It's a small village. This deity brings, I'm not going to try to say the name, divinity brings life, death is around every corner, you will survive by your wits. You're going to roll your stats, pretty normal, but some stuff's going to be a little bit different, and we're going to go into it. So it shows ability score modifier, all normal for DCC, but it tells you how to think about it. So helping new players out maybe, such as 9 to 12, I'm perfectly average, or 13 to 15, my parents were probably very proud. And then it's going to talk about your saving throws, your birth augur, and these are going to be, I believe, somewhat different than the DCC RPG book. So you've got some different stuff in there to help you with your birth augur, as well as your occupation. Because I do not see Gong Farmer anywhere in there. So it's a D30 you roll, so you've got stuff like Brewer, Bug Collector, Dreamer, Braggarts, Dreamers, and Oracles, Shamans, Singers, stuff like that. And then you've got some really neat stuff here. They give you additional details about foragers, oracles, braggarts, streamers, and canines. So you've got a forager goods that you'll roll up on, bark and herbs, maybe caps and shrooms. Then there's some trophies and charms. You might find animal bones or skull, an impressive scar, lock of hair. And then you have these dogs, canine trade, goods, sizes, and traits. So you may get a dog type as like a guard dog or a tracking dog. And then what type trade good they have may be a dead hair or a favorite stick, what size they are, and what type trait they have. So maybe tattered ears, extra stinky. I like extra stinky. You gotta have that. Not just stinky, but extra stinky. Maybe they drool. And then you've got a D30 for additional equipment. So you're gonna get some stuff in this as you make your character. Oilskin bag is interesting. Mint oil, hardtack, stuff like that. It's gonna be pretty neat. And then you're going to roll for your starting blade. Every person born or raised in Hillwood Camp owns an axe or a knife of some sort. So you may get a dagger, a hand axe, or wood axe. And then you roll for your food, your copper, and your hit points. And then you've got a thing here to roll up your name. And then you're going to choose your alignment. You're going to determine your armor class, and then live fully and die gloriously. So there's some interesting things here. So it's a low fantasy grimdark horror setting. Money is on a copper standard. Food is scarce. Now, this is the big one. There are no elves, dwarves, halflings, or similar species here. That might be off-putting to some people, but I always like human races more than any of the other ones. I used to like elves a bunch, but I've turned over to the greatness that is humanity. Of course, that's the thing. Maybe if you want to use this and still use those races, you can. Canines are very important to the success of humankind. Magic is mysterious. Magic users will not be handed a list of spells. List assumes that magic is understood and controlled. It is not. And then do not attempt to fight every threat. You will not survive. Character death is normal. And then there's superstitions of the woods folk. So like never cut down a tree housing the nest of sparrows. If you rob a sparrow of their home, you will be robbed of your own good fortune. And then some other ones are you must feed a fire daily or lose with Shalar's favor. I think I got that right. If you fell a tree infested with termites, it means that someone close to you is deceiving you. So some interesting superstitions to kind of bolster up this setting. And that's it. That's Hillwood Character Creation Guide. So if you like DCC RPG and you want to check out this setting, this is a great way to print these off and give them to your players so to help them make their character and check out this DCC setting. So thanks a lot.